Namaskar children. Today we are going to revise chapter number 4, metals and non-metals. As we know that there are 118 elements are present in nature, and all these elements are broadly classified into two categories, metals and non-metals. Today we are going to discuss about the physical properties of these two type of elements. The first parameter on which we can differentiate these two categories is physical state. Metals are generally found in the solid state at room temperature, and in this one with red marker I have written the exception. The exception of this state is mercury. Mercury is the metal which found in the liquid state and it is used in thermometer. Where is mercury used? Mercury used in thermometer. Whereas non-metals are generally found in all three categories, means they are found in gaseous state, liquid state as well as the solid state. Some of the examples of gaseous non-metals are oxygen, nitrogen and hydrogen, whereas bromine is only one of the non-metal which found in the liquid state, and solid state carbon, sulfur, iodine and phosphorus. These are the examples of non-metals. Second parameter is hardness. Metals are generally very hard at room temperature, but again in this category we have two exceptions, sodium and potassium. Children, I have included only those exceptions which are related according to our syllabus. It means we have many more exceptions also in these parameters. Sodium and potassium. So we were discussing about these two metals. These two metals can be cut with knife. So these are the examples of soft metals. These are the examples of soft metals. As we know that non-metals are found in all three states. So these are soft, okay, and they have one more property, that is brittle. What do you mean with the brittle? Brittle means when we apply force on non-metals, they will break down into small pieces, and this property is called as brittleness. Third parameter is density, because metals are found in solid state. Metals are found in solid state, so particles are very compactly packed, and if the particles are very compactly packed, obviously their density is high. In this category we have one exception, lithium. Lithium, its symbol is Li, and lithium's density is half than water. It means if the density of water is 1, in that case that density of lithium is 0.5. This is the reason when we put lithium in water, it starts floating over the surface of water because its density is less than water. Non-metals, these are obviously have low density because gases are the examples of non-metals, so they have low density. The next property is malleable. Malleability means the property of any substance by which they can be beaten into thin sheets, and this property is known as malleability. Metals are malleable in nature. Exception of this property is zinc. Zinc is a non-malleable metal. Non-metals, these are non-malleable. It means we are not able to convert them into thin sheets. How can you convert them gases in thin sheets? How can you convert them bromine in thin sheets? So these are non-malleable. Metals are ductile also, means ductility property is shown by metals. What do you mean by the ductility? Ductility means the property of metals by which they can be drawn into thin wires. As we can see that all electric wires are made up of metals, copper wire, silver wire, gold wire, aluminium wires, even gold and silver wires. In ancient time, these two wires or these two metals are used for embroidery purpose. Yes, embroidery on clothes, gold and silver. What is the exception of this category? Zinc and mercury. Mercury is already found in the liquid state, so we are not able to draw thin wires from mercury. Symbol of zinc is Zn, mercury Hg. Non-metals, these are non-ductile in nature. It means we are not able to draw thin wires from non-metals. Next property on which we can differentiate between metals and non-metals is sonorous. Sonorous, what do you mean by the sonorous? Sonorous means metals produce a single ringing sound. Metals produce a ringing sound when struck, and this property is called as sonorosity. Exception, mercury. Non-metals, these are non-sonorous in nature. Lustrous. Lustrous means metals have shiny appearance, and they have shiny appearance due to the presence of electrons. Okay, due to the presence of loose electrons, metals have shiny appearance. Sodium and potassium, again these two are the metals as considered as a exception for this one. It means they are non-lustrous, they don't have shiny appearance. Non-metals, these are non-lustrous gases. We can't think about that gases have luster. They are colorless. Okay. Next property is conductivity. Conductivity, in this one we can divide this property into two categories. Thermal conductivity means that is related with heat. Thermal word is related with heat. Metals are good conductor of heat. So they show a very good thermal conductivity. How can you prove that metals are good conductor of heat? As we can see that all utensils are made up of all utensils are made up of metal. What are the exception for this category? Bismuth and lead. The symbol of bismuth is Bi and Pb stands for lead. Okay. Non-metals are poor conductor of heat and electricity. Metals are good conductor of electricity. All the wires are used. And exception for this is W. W, what is W? W stands for tungsten. Tungsten is, you must have seen tungsten filament in bulbs, electric bulbs. Then there is a question that arises in my mind, then if this tungsten is poor conductor of electricity, then why we use this in the electric bulb? Actually, it is a poor conductor of electricity when electric current passes through it. Okay, then it converts electric energy into heat energy, and with this lots of temperature given out in this change, and that particular filament starts glowing. That particular filament starts glowing. It means electric bulb works on the conversion of electric energy into heat energy. What is the symbol of tungsten? The symbol of tungsten is W. Non-metals, these are poor conductor of electricity. Here we have one more exception, that is graphite. Graphite is a good conductor of electricity. This is the reason that it is also used as a electrodes. Metals, these are solids. Particles are very compactly packed. This is the reason they have high melting and boiling point. And we have one more exception in this category, and this exception is gallium and cesium. Ga stands for gallium and Cs stands for cesium. These two are the metals which have very low melting point. Even their melting point is near about room temperature. So when we put these two metals on our palm, it starts melting. Okay children? And non-metals, they have very low melting and boiling point. Diamond is one of the hardest known substance. Obviously its melting point should be very high. The next parameter on which we can differentiate metals and non-metals, that is specific gravity. Specific gravity is the ratio of density of metal with density of water. Okay children, it is a ratio of density of metal with density of water, and all metals show very high specific gravity. Non-metals, they have low specific gravity. So these are all physical properties on which metals and non-metals can differentiate. The examples of metals are gold, silver, copper, aluminium, zinc, sodium, potassium. And examples of non-metals, you can write any of the name of any gas. For example, name of any gas. For example, oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen. All these are non-metals. Carbon, sulfur, coal, carbon. Okay. These are the examples of non-metals. Now let us summarize the symbols of these elements. Na stands for sodium, K stands for potassium, Hg for mercury, Li for lithium, Zn zinc, Bi bismuth, Pb lead, W tungsten, then Ga gallium, O stands for oxygen, N for nitrogen, H for hydrogen, I for iodine, S for sulfur, P for phosphorus, and Br bromine. Yes, bromine is the only non-metal which found in the liquid state. So children, that's all about physical properties. You have to revise all these properties with exception and learn all these symbols with their names. In our next class, we will revise chemical properties of metals and non-metals. Okay, till then, bye.